Good afternoon. My name is Mutko Fred. I'm a public health officer by by training, and for that matter, licensed and gazetted. And currently we live in a digital world. In the years of before, our pioneers used to communicate through fax, through telegram, through the phones, through mails, through poster. KBC was the thing. Later came, even before that, before previously, KBC was okay. Later came KTN, and in 1990s there came something called World Wide Web. So maybe to make it simple or brief, communication has been so much changing. Like I went to school 1999 to 2014, and where I can say I really interacted with communication. Like in our secondary schools, we had a library. That was the only way to get informed. Our library always used to stock a newspaper, and we had those books. That's the only way we would get new communications. I was a big fan of Deriba Between, and now let's go to the university. During that time, what I used to see students communicating so much with was many class reps would communicate to their class members through Twitter, currently called X, and later came WhatsApp. WhatsApp was not big those days. I didn't even own a smartphone while in campus. I only bought my first smartphone after my relatives walinichangia after graduation. Hapo ndio I was able to get my first smartphone, which was a Samsung. I think around 14K. Before that, I had a Nokia feature phone, which I loved it so much. It enabled me access X and Facebook, and I would move out from it and go to a cyber and access that. And even in our profession, we had the old reporting tools, the Med series. Currently, we have the MOH 515 and the MOH 708. I was once being told a story that in the early days as a picture, if you were vocal, you would face the music. Luckily, we are in the era of counties, we have national government, we have NGOs. I think people still don't like criticism. If you try to communicate, try to share with people, people will never see the good part. They will always aim to see the negative part of it. And the simple reason I'm doing this video, I wanted to appreciate content creators in the public health professions space. People who go that extra mile, even apart from being professionals, I want to appreciate people who are really pushing the PHOs ahead, or people who really speak so much about public health. I want to appreciate watu wenye when they sit down or they take their time, maybe not perfectly, but they really put us on the map. Number one, Geoffrey Mosiria. Many PHOs don't like him, but Geoffrey Mosiria as so does his PHOs, and luckily now he works with the Nairobi County Directorate of Public Health. If he goes to, like recently he went to an hotel, he found it was dirty, and later he went back there with the Nairobi City County Director of Environmental Health, and our boss there did so well as a professional. I love that. So even apart from that, Mosiria visits dirty places. Mosiria will interact with street food vendors. Mosiria will go to any dump site. If you are discharging sewage or wastewater the way it should not be done, Mosiria will be there. And Mosiria is the Nairobi County Chief Officer for Environment. I think that's a person who has put public health content creation on the map. I appreciate him. And the other person who has tried so much, number two, will be the PS, Public Health and Professional Standards. I appreciate her content on Instagram. She started there by engaging the members there because she came to realize that people don't have information about what happens, what she does, what the state department does. That's commendable. Currently she does communicate on TikTok, and I appreciate her efforts on TikTok. And maybe other PHOs who are really doing so well when it comes to the TikTok space. You know, TikTok will communicate to people in their own language. You'll find a Kaba TikTok video, Swahili TikTok, English TikTok video. The other person who is really upcoming and trying so much to put public health officers' work on the map is our Kefofu Secretary General Brown Ashira. Thanks, my senior. The other PHO who shares so well is Eva Wamina. You can follow her on TikTok. We learn so much about public health. The other person who is a PHO and really shares so well on this space is Nola the Herbalist. That's our own. Thanks so much. I also realized there's another PHO called Yusuf Isaac who shares so much about OSH. And for myself, I try to do, I do some TikTok videos, some on community, some on environmental, some on public health, some on politics, some on my day-to-day work as a PHO, and I share to you what I love. Thanks thanks that the content creators have said for creating for PHOs. And one thing I appreciate for professional, we can still share on Facebook, on X, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Telegram, and still maintain that respect. In the recent times, we have had police officers sharing, but they are going with the government. And I think when we talk about freedoms, you have freedoms, and we are Mindstart. We can still share online as PHOs and still be respectful, be professional. I just wanted to make this top tech video to appreciate who share about public health, who put us on the map. And anyone can create a good talk videos. You be it a CHP, be it a PHO, be it a CHA, be it a leader in public health. and with that we create a community that even you find that the content you want is available here. Like currently I watch so much Canva TikTok videos. I also watch the videos. So TikTok is a good platform where everyone is a journalist, everyone is a content creator. Before, people used to share on Facebook, but Facebook is now official. And on Facebook, if you go live, that video will only stay there for 30 days. But luckily now we have TikTok where we can share a video, where I can be a CNN for people. We can communicate to the world. The other day I also saw Slingers talking about Kenyans, how they just someone mentions Kenyans, and that person benefits from that. And you know, in 2025 you can be a professional, you can be a content creator, but that's a choice. You can opt to be a health professional and a business owner, but I think we are talented differently, we are empowered differently, so everyone has his or her own poison. I think I will just end there. Thank you for enjoying public health content on TikTok. I will end there. Have a good day. Kunywa maji, mwoshe mikono, na utakuwa na afya bora. Mimi nikimalizia, mimi ni Mutuku Fred. Mimi ni bora afya. Shukran.